Islanders, we have a lot to share with you on the show today. Many of us are waiting for cruise lines to release their schedules for 2025 and 2026. We're seeing slowly but surely this is taking place. Carnival Cruise Line has really beat the other cruise lines at this, and they continue to announce their 2025 and 26 schedules. Today they announced they're adding a new ship, an additional ship to Galveston. We'll talk about that on the show today. Plus, Carnival releasing ways that we can all stay up to date with their news on the new Celebration Key. We'll talk about that. Carnival is also announcing a change at Half Moon Cay. We'll share that with you. Plus, a special ops rescue by the NYPD on a cruise ship. A passenger on board has a stroke, needs to be removed. We'll have video of that rescue, and we will leave you on the show today with something that you have to see, a hilarious video of a cruiser who went down the water slide, has trouble getting up, all while his family and friends are there laughing. We have so much to share with you. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Thursday to all you Islanders. We hope that you're having a great day. This week has gone by so fast, and it's about to go by faster because we are on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. We have several cruise news stories to share with you on the show today. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to get right into it. But first, let me remind you, if you are not a subscriber to this community and you enjoy cruising, you enjoy a friendly community, be sure you subscribe to this channel. The link to our Facebook page is in the description of this video. Go there and see what everyone else is doing. People are cruising. Thousands of people in our groups are cruising every single day. They share their experience, and we want you to share your experience as well. Be sure that you subscribe to this channel and you join us on Facebook. Let's talk about schedules here. A lot of us, so many of you have reached out. You're waiting for Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and others to release their schedule for 2025 and 2026. Carnival is doing just that. As I said in the intro, they're a little bit ahead of the game with other cruise lines, and they announced today that they're bringing yet another ship to Galveston, Texas, as the cruise port there continues to grow. Carnival sharing with all of us that the Carnival legend is going to be calling Galveston its home port in 2025 and 2026. For those of you who love smaller cruise ships and you don't want the big XL class, the big Oasis class cruise ships, this right here is a win for you. The Legend, a beautiful ship, one of the highest rated and reviewed ships in the Carnival fleet, is coming to Galveston, Texas to do both short 4-day cruises, 6-day cruises, 10-day cruises, Panama Canal cruises, Western Caribbean, all kinds of cruises. You want a smaller ship, this is the ship for you. Carnival has shared this. Carnival Legends deployment in Galveston strengthens our already robust portfolio of sailings from Texas, adding more variety to the offered itinerary, as well as other ship choices and more opportunities for cruises to Mexico and other Western Caribbean that fit any vacation length. That is Fred Stein there, Carnival's VP of Revenue Planning and Deployment. The Carnival Legend, the news is that she's going to join the Dream, the Breeze, the Jubilee, and sail from Galveston. When I first saw this story, my first thought was, who's leaving? Is the Breeze, the Dream, going to leave Galveston? That's not the case. Instead, she's going to join the Breeze, Dream, and Jubilee and sail from Galveston, Texas. We're excited about that. Cruises are going to start October of 2025. I know that sounds like it's far away. It's not. And we already have her schedule released through March of 2026. Those sailings are available now, and you're looking at someone that can help you book that cruise. Take a look at those 10-day sailings. Take a look at the Panama Canal sailings as well. Let's share some more news here from Carnival as they release ways that all of us can stay up to date with their new port in Grand Bahama, Celebration Key. We're excited about this. The private port is set to open July of 2025 on the island of Grand Bahama. 1 mile of beaches, shopping, food and beverage options, and ways for guests to enjoy their day with shore excursions and other adventures is set to take place. Carnival has set up a page or website where those who are interested in key updates for Celebration Key to sign up. I will put the link in the description of this video so you can sign up. Christine Duffy, Carnival president, says this: As the first cruise port destination being designed specifically for Carnival guests, we feel it's important to invite them along for this special journey as we continue to work our way towards the opening of Celebration Key in July of 2025. There's still so much we don't know. There have been renderings on what Celebration Key will look like, but we don't know which ships are going to visit there, which ships are going to visit first. Maybe it could be the Carnival Celebration visiting Celebration Key first. I would go out on the limb and say that. What ship do you think will visit Celebration Key first? And are you excited about this new private resort feel that Carnival Cruise Line is bringing to its guests? More Carnival news, right? 2 helpings is not enough. Here's a 3rd helping of cruise news here from Carnival, and then we'll move on to other cruise news across the industry. Carnival Cruise Line is sharing that they're making a change to amenities offered at Half Moon Cay. Half Moon Cay is a popular destination. It's owned by Carnival Corporation. It's not Carnival Cruise Line's private island, but instead Carnival cruise ships do visit there, and we have been there ourselves. Many of you have been there. A beautiful beach, right? Absolutely stunning beach, but summer months, it's hot, and a lot of people rent villas and cabanas for shade. You need shade in the Caribbean. You need shade at Half Moon Cay. And Carnival has always provided villas and cabanas for rent. They are pricey. You probably remember earlier in the year, the prices actually went up on these villas and cabanas. But there's so many amenities offered, including the shade, including air conditioning, including snacks and food, an indoor space to eat, great service, things like that. But Carnival said, you know what, we're going to remove one of these amenities from these villas and cabanas, and this doesn't exactly make sense. It may be a maintenance issue, but Carnival sharing with guests who have already reserved one of these villas or cabanas in the not-so-distant future, we're taking away the air conditioning. We're going to take away the air conditioning from the villas and cabanas, which is one of the number one reasons why people even rent the villas and cabanas. I don't know why. I don't know. Carnival shared this news with everyone who has one rented. They've also said that if this is a deal breaker for you, if you don't want to pay the $1,000 for the villas, the $700 for the cabanas, because we have no air conditioning, we will refund you your money. I think several people would take them up on that offer. I don't want to pay $1,000 or $700 if I don't get the air conditioning. No, I don't want to do it. Carnival gave zero reason, no reason as to why air conditioning was being removed. Again, I don't know if it's a maintenance issue, if they've had trouble with these over time. Maybe they're due to be upgraded because of their aging. I don't know. Have absolutely no clue. I do know that they've had power issues and generator issues when we visited Half Moon Cay. The blenders didn't work and things like that. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But it's big news. If you had a villa or a cabana rented for $1,000, $700 respectively, would you cancel your reservation if there was no air conditioning? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. As we move to this next cruise news story, I'm going to show you this video as I talk about it. A harrowing rescue by the New York Police Department Special Operations Team as a passenger on board a cruise ship needed help. The call came in for help. Matter of fact, the call came in for the United States Coast Guard as the ship was about 20 miles off of the coast of Brooklyn, and help was needed. And that, of course, the NYPD stepped into action here and helped rescue this passenger, and take them into care. We hope that the passenger is doing better at this time, and we're thankful for the NYPD, the Coast Guard, and others who help cruise ships and cruise passengers and crew members in times of need and situations like that. While we're in New York City, let's share this cruise news. 2 city councilmen are set to bring some new standards, some new rules. They're introducing a bill for cruising that would require cruise ships who dock at the 2 ports there in New York City to have shore power, to actually plug into shore power, turn the engines off, turn the exhaust off. We don't want Manhattan polluted. Instead, plug in here. You're going to have to plug in if you want to be able to use our terminal. This move could affect many major cruise lines. There's one issue really with this. The Brooklyn Cruise Terminal has shore power. That's easy. You can plug the ship in, turn the engines off. We're now running cleaner. We're now burning cleaner fuel. There's not exhaust being emitted into the millions that live in that area. But the Manhattan Cruise Terminal does not have shore power. So if they pass this right now, they're going to have to do some improvements to the Manhattan Cruise Terminal. This is just one example, though, of major cities globally putting some restrictions on cruise ships, limiting what ships can visit, limiting if ships can visit at all, raising their hand and saying, you know what, we don't want as many cruise ships, or we don't want any cruise ships. This is as part of one story of several that have broke the last 3 days. Barcelona shared that cruise ships are not going to be able to use certain ports and terminals that are closest to the city, and instead cruise ships are going to have to port further away from the city, which means that guests who want to visit Barcelona have to pay more to drive in, to ride into Barcelona. But Barcelona, it's the same reasons. They don't want the emissions to be right there on top of the city, and that's just another cruise news story the last couple of days. Bar Harbor, the city council has eliminated the town's cruise ship committee, saying that it's no longer needed, in another stance of just saying, hey, this really isn't important to us. And that's just a third story. There are several others of cities saying, slow down, slow down. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Cruisers bring so much money and positive energy into these cities, but it is a strain sometimes on these smaller ports, on smaller cities, and the thousands, literally, of passengers that get off the ship and visit the city for the day, and sometimes trash and other things that they leave behind. In just a minute, I'm going to show you a video that I literally laughed out loud at. I want to thank everyone for joining us on the show today. We hope that you've enjoyed the show. We hope that you get a laugh here in just a second. If you enjoyed the show, give us a thumbs up. That helps us so much. Again, we hope you're part of this community. Be sure you're subscribed. We can't wait to see your comments on today's questions and our stories in the comment section below. Be sure that you join our Facebook page, and we're going to leave you now with Larry. Larry has been done wrong. Listen, I don't know if Larry had been drinking when he took part of this activity. His family, though, are there, and they are cheering him on. Larry decides he's going to go down the water slide, and when he gets down the slide, I think he collected some water on his way down. His family there is laughing. Their laughs are contagious. It made me laugh. It made my day. I saw this video yesterday. I thought, you know what? I have to share this. I don't do it often. Kudos to his family members for getting this recording and saying, you know what, Larry, thanks for making us laugh. That is what cruising is all about. Enjoy this video about Larry, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Let's see if he gonna get up. I think he get up. Let me see. Come on, get up, baby. You did it, yeah. Come on out of there. Let me see you get up. Yeah, you did it. Yeah.